Mr. Beast co-star Chris Tyson has yet again been having some drama this week. Can you guys believe it? Well, yes, actually. This time I feel like it's a bit more justified than the stuff that has happened previously. Now, I will say, it seems like regardless of whatever people say in the comments or publicly, people really get uptight and angry about this situation. I gotta say, I'm a very middle ground here. I see both sides, but I've also got to say, I just don't think the whole beginning of this was really necessary drama in the first place. I understand that, sure, it may have repercussions with his kid, but again, that's not anything to really do with us. And I know even just saying that probably upset some people. It's like, you're trying to really stick through the middle here, and somehow you are still upsetting people. Well, Chris Tyson actually has been a little bit exposed this week with some of the tweets that he has previously tweeted out years ago, which again, I just feel like with any big content creator on the platform, you go back far enough and it seems like you're just gonna find ammunition to fire at these people. We all knew this was there. This already got brought up like 3 years prior with clips of Chris going viral of him saying the N-word. No one cares. Let's be honest. Nobody cares. But it is kind of ironic and funny that apparently all of a sudden it is this big deal and he should be cancelled, and how dare he, and how disgusting. Now, I will say, it is a little bit of a double standard here with some of the things that he did tweet out as opposed to the things he now tweets about and has a go at people for. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing with his old tweets basically ripping into feminists, woke people, color people even, while now his new tweets are basically being upset with just absolutely everyone and him now suddenly getting offended about everything. Yeah, I will say that's a little ironic. And yeah, some of these tweets are generally kind of funny, I can't lie. Maybe that's just my twisted backward sense of humor, but there also are, and I will say this, the majority of them are pretty disturbing. Like, they're actually like a little bit too far, I can't lie. For example, let's have a look at some of the tweets that he tweeted out. Want to quickly say, I've set up a members to help support this channel. It comes with some pretty cool perks, like member shoutouts, early access to videos, cool badges and stickers. Go check it out. There's a link in the description. If you guys want to support the channel, it would be highly appreciated, but completely up to you guys. Obviously, I'm gonna have to blur out some of the words here and bleep out some of the words if I want to get monetized, and believe me guys, I do. You're a granny. Yes, you couldn't hear what I just said. What rhymes with granny? Use your imagination. Which in itself, I don't really think is a bad thing to say, but you know, under the circumstances now, it's a little ironic that he was saying stuff like that in the past. And I know these tweets have been going wild, especially on YouTube videos, but I can guarantee there are some here that you guys probably haven't seen yet. Look at the joy on this mentally challenged child's face as he's told he is going to Disney World. Again, I find like a lot of this was just really the sense of humor back in 2016. It's very strange to me watching people that are the same age as me and Chris be upset by this when this was kind of stuff that, let's be honest, a lot of people were saying. This is literally the same kind of sense of humor. Again, it gets worse, believe me, but this type of stuff so far has been extremely tame. You get a text saying that last night was amazing with this picture attached. What you doing? Praying that I didn't get so drunk that I had a text with a guy dressed like a girl. It's actually a girl, haha. She just grows mustaches because of feminism. It's like, again, man, I don't know, bro. This just didn't age well. That's all it really is. But yeah, I have to admit, it's just kind of ironic, isn't it? These entitled feminists are getting on my nerves. Seriously, just stop being. It's not hard. This is... I grew up working in fields at 12 when my sisters got to sit in the AC all day. F these privileged feminists. Guys, I feel like that's what it really boils down to now. We're only halfway with the tweets, and I really feel like Papa Ablaze here has kind of cracked the code. My boy Chris, all these years, has been jealous about the feminists getting AC, and he couldn't. Chris has had enough. You would think with all the money he makes, he probably could afford for AC, but apparently only girls get to use it. Well, good thing for Chris. He gets to finally use the AC, guys. Isn't that great? Salty because you got touched by your cheer coach. If you're applying to this, please untag the girl. It might trigger her or something. Thank you. Again, bro, that's a little bit weird. People have pointed out that he was probably at the age of 20 here, so it's not like that was that long ago, and you're old enough to really understand what you're doing. See, like, it's these ones that are just... yeah, I don't know, bro, pushing it just a little bit too far. When you got to shoot hoops at 3, yeah, I'm not even gonna say that last part. It says it was in 2017. I don't know, man. It's like kind of bad. Nothing gets my a cranking like some All right, I'm not even going to explain what that is, but yes, I have to say that tweet is disgusting and bad. So you would think, right? I mean, again, seeing all of this, it seems like a lot of it's just been completely twisted. Seeing it on surface level, that looks disgusting. But then I've seen other videos now deep diving into this. For example, this clip here that explains the whole situation, it seems.
Post on Twitter bringing up some old posts regarding Chris, saying something along the lines of nothing gets my cranking like which is another way of saying drawings of young children that. However, I looked into this and he was actually replying to somebody and that account's not suspended. And these two were arguing for a while and both of the accounts that Chris was responding to are now suspended. So what it seems to happen here is that basically Chris was responding to somebody that was on calling them out on this, and then this post was actually a post mocking them. But now because Chris has come out as transgender, people are taking this and saying that, you know, Mr. Beast is friends with someone that is a lolicon and a danger to children, which is just not true.
Look at all the white people above talking about it's cooked to perfection. Then Chris replied, look at all the black people who have never had a steak that's more than $10. See how we're kind of getting to that fine line? That bitch looked good for a 4. Okay. Jesus, man. Like, when you're hitting it from behind and she says Hitler did nothing wrong. Yeah, I felt like I really had to finish off with a silly one then. I feel like this drama's just been going on for just long enough at this point. I gotta say, you're gonna find dirt pretty much on any content creator that used Twitter. Luckily, I wasn't one of them. Never used Twitter, hate it. Even though, having said that, there's absolutely some tweets here that are pretty disgusting. Like, you know, there's no justification for any of them. Do I think he should be cancelled for it? Absolutely not. Some of them are fucking weird and sus, but again, people can change. Well, Chris has changed a lot. I don't know what he's like now. I don't really have a whole bias to this whole situation either. I'm really kind of tired of seeing this everywhere. It really is just kind of not drama. I've never seen the internet so split over something like this, like ever before. It's actually crazy. Sure, I use Twitter to browse and that's really about it. And literally that and TikTok, it's all over my timeline of just people being so extreme on each side. Like, of course, you can have your opinion about a public person. Unfortunately, when you're out there being public and saying whatever on Twitter, expect people to react to it. I don't have an issue with that to that extent, but I will say the internet has definitely gone a bit wild. What do you guys actually think about these tweets though? Like, I'm curious to hear what you guys do think about this, because it is interesting. Now there's at least a conversation to be had about it, more so than what just the beginning bit was. I saw as well Chris locked down his Twitter account, I suppose, with all the tweets going crazy recently, with him privating his Twitter account, with this screenshot being provided that says these tweets are protected. Only approved followers can see Chris's tweets. To request access, click follow and learn more. Which, like, I don't know, bro, seems a little bit shady. I understand having some tweets in the past that maybe you're not so proud about, but I gotta say, there are definitely some here that are pretty yikes. He's not actually made any kind of statement, nor do I think he's going to. I always felt like the best course of action for this is literally to just ignore it. It's just funny how no one particularly cares that much about a month ago, and now all of a sudden, it seems like everyone really cares deeply about this. You know what I mean? It just kind of goes to show that no one had an issue with this literally a month ago, and now they do. So pretty wild story. That all being said, guys, hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Bye bye.